Welcome to the Valley of Fire State Park here in Nevada. It's about an hour north of Las Vegas. Took us about an hour to get here and we were already staying on the north side of Las Vegas. I've had some family engagements this week. We're here the week of Thanksgiving, so we only have about a half a day to explore the Valley of Fire State Park. I've been wanting to come here for a long time. We're starting out at the Visitor Center, so come along with us as we explore a half day at Valley of Fire State Park. Valley of Fire State Park is considered Nevada's first state park. It was officially designated in 1935. It's situated on what used to be known as the old Arrowhead Trail. This was a rough road that was built around 1912, connecting Salt Lake City with Los Angeles. There are no shortage of things to see here, and just driving through the park offers incredible views. In this week's video, I'm going to take you on two amazing hikes that we explored during our half-day visit at the park. And we're starting out at the Visitor Center. So the Visitor Center is pretty crowded. They have some interpretive signs about the different periods of prehistoric times, when people lived in this area, what kind of wildlife are in this area. You do have to they have maps for sale, more detailed maps for sale. They have restrooms and they have a gift shop. So we went in there pretty quick, used the facilities, and we did pick up a free map here. They also gave you that at the entrance. And now we're gonna head, we wanna do the fire wave hike first. So we're gonna go all the way to the end of the road, make sure we get to that, and then we'll see what we have time for after that. We're gonna do that one first. We have stopped at the second to the last stop on this road at the Seven Wonders and the Fire Wave hike. That's where I want to stop, make sure we have time for that today. There is a crowd, you can expect lots of people here, and in 2023 they're going to start making reservations, timed reservations similar to what they have at Red Rock Canyon. So depending on when you plan on visiting, make note of that. So where we parked, this place behind me, there is a hike to Fire Cave back on that side of the road. The Fire Wave, I believe, is on the other side of the street. So we're gonna cross now. This trail is actually closed between June 1st and September 30th due to the heat in this area. So if you want to come visit this particular trail, you're going to have to hike it in the fall or winter. And it's just about perfect right now. It starts out very sandy and then gets kind of loose dirt. And now it reaches some of the sandstone formations. See those little posts in the ground? Those are leading the way. This is kind of like when we were in Moab. They didn't have any real official park markers. So you can look for those posts to help direct you along the trail if you don't have one of those apps, those trail apps. So I'm guessing that all of these rocks right in here, this is really the end of the wave hike, and you can see it's kind of bad lighting in the sand, but I really love the color right over here going up this hill. We're gonna head back up and find some other areas of the park. If you see right behind me this little pile of rocks, and the marker tells you you're about near the end, you can go down the hill and see these little swirly spikes, little mounds of swirly ice cream rock. It looks pretty awesome here at the end. Now we're gonna head back. It's probably not surprising that this looks a lot like Arches National Park. And up from the top of this hill, as we head back to our car, the views remind me of the Fiery Furnace stop. in Arches National Park as well. So, you know, Nevada's not too far away from Utah, so it would make sense that there's some of the similar geology. But this is a lot quicker to get to. So as you can see, this is why they're going to start timed entry in 2023, because they're running low on parking spaces. So we're at the White Dome spot. I'm hoping that they're going to have a restroom here. This is at the very end of the road. There's a loop hike here that we might do, about 1.1 miles. And we'll see what kind of scenery is up here. A lot of the rock formations are white, as the name says, White Dome. First thing to note at the White Dome stop is that there's really deep white sand here. So it looks easy. It's not very easy to walk up. It may not look that steep on camera, but that hill behind me, we just came down and it's steep. They try to make little steps, but there's also a lot of sand, so it's slippery. So just be advised, if you want to take this hike from the bathrooms, it's a real steep path down. You gotta have good knees. And we heard from some people coming up that the trail flattens out. I think the road is kind of steep, so I'm hoping that we'll end up back at the road a little further downhill. I'll let you know what we find, but this is not an easy trail. Actually, they said this trail had some remnants of an old movie set. I have no idea what movie set was filmed here, but I think it's up ahead. We'll take a look. Hopefully the sign will let us know. Once you get to the movie set, it gets sandy again, and then the loop starts to turn around and go back the other way. Apparently that movie set was from a 1965 movie called The Professionals. That is before my time, so I am not familiar with that movie. There are little signs telling you which way to go. The Slot Canyon definitely made it worth it. Those are always so much fun to explore. And so that's at the very back end of the trail. The trail goes right through the slot. You can probably see I still have a bad place on my camera. My lens is dirty. So anyway, that was awesome. So much fun for the family. Now I'll tell you if this other way around the loop is as steep as the first part. Maybe not. So if you're worried about going down those steep steps, maybe you could just come around on this side and stop at the Slot Canyon and then turn around and go back. So this is still rocky and a little bit of scrambling, but it's definitely not as steep and challenging as the other side. This is a combination of, I want to say Whale Rock or Whale Dome in Canyonlands National Park. There's like a dome. It looks like this big white rock behind me, and then Fiery Furnace stop at Arches is kind of what it looks like up ahead. This is incredibly beautiful. It's beautiful. And you know, none of the hikes are too long out here. They're very reasonable in length, but again, you know, depending on which one you take, there's a lot of sand or some steep areas, so do your research if you're concerned about that. But The Slot Canyon made this one extra special. I kind of forgot about that when we started the hike, so very happy. It's been a while since I've been out and about. Had a lot of family business to deal with, so it feels great to be on the road again.